Well guys, the wrap on the day, it couldn't have honestly gone any better. We really, Taylor and Anthony put in a lot of time.
Yeah, that one doesn't even have a name either. Yeah, I think when waters maybe went down, and all of a sudden that one's locked up and not part of that water anymore. So yeah, fish could definitely be in that one. That would be one to check too.
Scouting out a couple lakes, we went to one that they had talked about, drilled a lot of holes and hit gold. A lot of nice perch. 13, I mean, it would be safe to say that we were averaging almost 13-inch perch today. It's a bite that most people dream about. Then it's a lake that we've never set foot on. Between us, actually nobody we even know has ever fished there. We were confident that we could find something. We had no idea if or when it would happen. That's why we planned 3 days for this. You know, at this rate, we're pretty confident that maybe we can hit 2 of 3 or 3 of 3, you know, because we've done the research to know that these fish exist. Are they still there? Because some of these stocking reports and netting reports are older. We're researching right now which lake we want to go to. We're looking at stocking reports. We're looking at what is available for netting reports. We're looking for access into lakes, because that's a big deal too. There's some lakes that you just can't get access to. There's some lakes that are easy access. That's what we're doing. So we're in the mobile fish camp, and we're glad to be here. So we'll see what tomorrow brings.
Addiction. The fact or condition of being addicted to a particular substance, thing, or activity. An addiction is not desirable. It is something that overtakes your life. What happens when an addiction cannot be stopped? An addiction is stronger than any one drug with only one cure. The cure is not rehab. It is not medication. It is not a counselor. The only cure for us is the water beneath our feet, the rod in our hands, the anticipation of that next big bite, and the camaraderie we all share. This is Fish Addictions TV.
Fish Addictions TV is brought to you by Eskimo Ice Fishing Gear and the rest of our fine sponsors.
Cutting it that way, just gonna barely miss this timber. Okay. Oh, I hate this moment where you don't know if you should just keep going or if you should say, let's just stop.
What we should do, we should just literally drill it out, figure out how deep the ice is, see if we just need to take it off, put it on with the Ranger,
Drill the way out.
The real plan here is we're not actually going to film and do this body of water, but there's a nice body of water here that we're going to back onto and set the house down on. Hopefully we can get 50-60 yards out there. We're not trying to get anywhere crazy, just somewhere off the beaten path a little bit, so somewhere to stay. So that's where we're at with everything. So drill it out and be safe first.
I like that it's clear ice. That means it's really hard ice, good ice.
I said we unhook it, grab the Ranger out, and just see what it looks like on the Ranger.
Just sliding it?
Yep.
Down she goes! Wax these spikes and then everything. Bought them all. I was like, you know what?
We're going, let's do it.
We're not doing we don't have the spikes. They would have bid on the spikes, so it's like, you know what? We're getting all 3. And if they would have had red spikes, I would have picked up the red spikes too, but they just got the traditional yellow ear larvae.
He's on top of it. He's got it right now.
Like it's in its throat.
Yeah.
See right on you.
Yeah. Get a waxy and throw it down here. He's on it. That is a giant fish, dude. God, he did it. He did it. Oh God, get the deucer out. Get the deucer out.
Look at that thing. Look at that thing. Let's get it out of here.
That's what we vlog, baby.
Yeah, you got it? No.
Oh my Lord. Oh my Lord.
I was like, you know what?
This isn't even supposed to happen. We weren't even supposed to be fishing yet. We took a chance and we backed the thing. We backed it out onto the lake. Are you kidding me? You've got to be kidding me. Look at that slob.
That's a giant.
It is like, it's 9:30 at night. Do you even think of perch biting at 9:30 at night?
That's a
Woo!
That is a creature. The one he's talking about is that one right there. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4. It's like 5 miles.
From here?
Yeah.
Which isn't crap to get there. With
Which
the
one?
range from here.
The one that.
The kids have
Yeah.
said, yeah.
So that one, and then look at that one. If you look at the section, it's 1 mile by 1 mile section. Look how big it is. It's like literally a half a mile section by half a mile.
Yeah.
So you could drill like a few holes in it, figure
And
it out.
There's a road that goes through
Right
it, an
through
old
it.
road. So they're going to be on one side, or
You would think
2
they'd
guys
be-
on one side, 2 guys on the other.
Yeah.
And
But the tricky thing is it's got one of those culverts in it again. So it's, you probably don't want to get too close to that with what's going on with wind and rain and everything.
so there's another lake that's to the north that they stocked in 14 like that. They stocked 6,600 adults, but they also stocked it last year and this year with like another 4,000 adults each year. But I think you're going to have a lot more little ones, those like 6 to 8 inchers to
Yeah.
contend with. But you would still think if that original year class is in there, because they had a survey for this year and there was 15 inchers on their survey.
Nice.
And that was, all those surveys were done last year, 2020.
Yeah.
Or this year, I
Probably
guess.
spring of 2020.
This spring, 2020. So,
What time do we want to leave?
Hmm.
7. Be out of here by 7:30 if it's only 5 miles away.
yeah.
We know the potential's here. We filmed an episode not far from here last year, that big perch beatdown where we had I know it can be done, but that's a heck of a day, and that was a diamond in the rough for us. And if we strike out, we strike out, but we having fun trying. So that's where we're at. That's what we're doing. We'll see you guys in the morning.
Before the spot, before the hole, before the bait. It starts with a passion, and that passion starts at Runnings, the best gear and supplies from the most trusted brands. When you get the strike, will you be ready? Runnings, your home, farm, and outdoor store.
At Eskimo, we have the tools to help you enjoy your time on the ice. If you're looking for a lighter, faster, smoother auger, check out the Pistol Bit. Weighing only 4 pounds and optimized for efficiency, the Pistol will maximize the life of your cordless drill battery, cut quickly, and easily re-drill old holes. Thanks to its stable centering point. Check out the Pistol and our full line of products at geteskimo.com.
time. Let's roll.
H first or that one?
You driving, you lead.
Yeah.
You decide.
Whatever you decide.
Following the
Rock,
leader.
paper, scissors.
Crappy parts about putting so many miles on. Flat tire on the trailer. Well, here we go.
She's flat, boys.
What do you do other than laugh?
I think I'm prepared.
That's a bad one. Oh, first fish at the first try. Look at that. That's a weird looking perch. That is very clear, yellow, orange. Doesn't look like your typical perch. We have found in the first lake that we've tried that we have very stained water. Very, very, very stained water. Maybe, ooh, I don't know, maybe 2 inches of clarity. I mean, it's not like a really muddy, but it looks very stained. It looks like it's kind of that cloudy water a little bit.
Pink for perch?
Yeah.
On to the next one.
Next lake, or you want
That's almost my thought. I don't know.
next lake?
I just think clarity, you know, they're not.
I mean, it was a little bit greener, dirtier in last year's lake, but I don't think it was this cloudy.
Oh, it wasn't this cloudy.
'Cause this is like 2-inch clarity.
The last time we came out here and did something similar to this, we didn't catch but one fish until the last hour and a half of daylight, and then it was one of the best days of perch fishing we've ever had.
Yep.
So that's what's sticking in my mind, but that water is crazy dirty.
Yeah.
I said we just go over towards there, drill a couple holes, see if the clarity gets a little better,
Just go check it out.
just because we're here.
There was one right below me when I got here. I don't know. That looks really small. 5 feet. Find it, buddy. Find it. I know the water's dirty.
We're just kind of working our way through. This is a fairly small lake, so we're here, so we're not going to drill one set of holes and leave. That would be totally against everything we ever tell you guys to do, even though we kind of feel like that's maybe the best option because of the water clarity. But I think it actually did get maybe a little better over here. It's tough. It's tough mentally to do this.
Yeah. Let's get at her.
It seems like it's about the same size.
Maybe the 6.5, 7-inch variety. Could be digging. Hey, that one's not bad.
That is a start.
That one's not bad. That's probably about a 10, I'd say, 10.5, something like that. But this is just, so when you were on tire duty there,
Yeah.
the one that I caught looked a lot like this. It was like really yellow, really gold. I don't know if it's
Definitely
because,
has to do with the water clarity.
yeah, like stained water.
Yeah.
I don't think it's because these fish are like up in the sun, in the shallow water. I think it's clarity.
Now, most of the time these fish, their colors really depend on water clarity. That's why you see river fish a little bit different. That's
Yeah.
why you see lake fish different.
Because I mean, like, look at just by his eye how like it's like a greenish yellow. It's one of the lighter perches I've seen out this way anyway.
That's actually a really good perch.
Yeah.
For a second perch out of a lake that we've never been to.
Yeah.
Keep it.
Yeah, not bad. Might be onto something here. Yeah, not as big. Looks just the same though.
10 minutes ago we had a conversation about if water clarity is really bad, do we leave? But you know, we fished enough lakes and enough areas to know that water clarity can change especially even on a small body water like this. Like water clarity can change every 100, 200 yards. It can. Not saying it necessarily will, but it can. And in this case, we didn't get much better water clarity, but a little better. Was he pretty active?
I feel like that was the one that came up, darted, maybe lost where I was, and then kind of circled back around and then found me. And then he was very active once he found my jig again. So definitely visibility for them could be kind of an issue too, you know, actually even finding your jig. So
Which is, in return, kind of wants to determine what you're using too, you know. I mean, if they're roaming and they're coming, and they can feel that water disturbance even in this dirty water. So as long as you get their attention, they'll probably come check it out. So
hey, that's a good fish. Look at that. Hey! Whoop!
This is a really small lake, so we're just kind of moving our way around the shoreline, and you could definitely tell that there had been other anglers here. And like I said, I think that's a big thing, is just pay attention to your surroundings. I mean, that is a big fish in anybody's eyes. It's you couldn't be happier.
Nice little one. Going back.
She's rocky. They get better as they get closer to the hole. They seem a lot smaller. That's a nice one. Look at that. Another one. We're hitting it. Are we striking gold? Are we striking gold?
Hey guys, this week's Runnings product of the week is going to be the Runnings exclusive red tipped tickle stick. You can only find this at runnings.com or any running store. Now we like to use this rod chasing panfish all over the upper Midwest, all over the ice belt. What are you waiting for? Get in there, get your Runnings exclusive tickle stick now.
Before the spot, before the hole, before the bait. It starts with a passion, and that passion starts at Runnings, the best gear and supplies from the most trusted brands. When you get the strike, will you be ready? Runnings, your home, farm, and outdoor store.
At Eskimo, we have the tools to help you enjoy your time on the ice. They say man needs food, clothing, and shelter. When it comes to shelter, we like the Outbreak 450i with its full-size no-trip door that's nearly 74% bigger than a standard door, making it much easier to load and unload. With 75 square feet of fishable area, you'll be warm and comfortable during your day on the ice. Check out the Outbreak 450i and our full line of products at geteskimo.com.
Look at that, you drill, and then you find them.
You're dusty.
This lake in particular does not have a survey report, so we took a chance, we took a risk coming to this lake. We didn't know exactly what was in here. We knew it got stocked, but we didn't know if there was fish of this caliber in here, and those are good fish.
Netting reports on this lake said up to 15 inches, lots of like 13s, right? There you go. I said netting reports, I meant stocking reports. So this lake, like Taylor said, doesn't have a stocking or netting report. It has a stocking report. We know that it was stocked with adult fish. But that does not mean that you're going to come out here and strike gold. Either those fish took. It wasn't stocked this year. It was stocked several years ago. So you just don't know what you're going to run into. You just don't know what to expect. Like, I was prepping. I didn't think that we were going to come and just strike out. But in your mind, you have to prepare yourself to strike out. I actually told these guys last night that we're doing this episode whether we catch a fish or not. And because that's the struggle. Like, we've gone out, guys, it's pretty fun because we've gone out and struck out many times. And we've shown you guys that in years past. It's not fun to show you guys that because, well, it's fun to catch fish. So get this thing reset, and what we're finding is the snare rods are going off shallower. We're catching some out deep jigging, but we probably need to come shallower because these guys are just reading my mind. They're drilling holes up shallow. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna get this thing set back up. We're on the road, we're on a lake, we're catching fish. We've got more lakes to go to, we've got more lakes to explore, we've got more fish to catch. So stay tuned. The next episode of this North Dakota Prairie Pothole Gold will continue in just a couple days. Sorry we couldn't get it all in one, but that's the way it goes. We'll see you on the next episode.
Just a jumbo.